Have you ever had an argument which turned out badly with more hard feelings after than before? Or have you ever held on to resentment and it created a wedge between you and somebody that you love? Or have you failed to address a problem with a friend and then just allowed the friendship to fade away? Most of us have not learned how to have healthy disagreements. So we either hold on to it too long and then we blow up, or else we let things fester and become resentments. So today, we're going to learn some principles on how to have those hard conversations. I'm Lori Friesen with Living Well Up Here. Let's get started. When it comes to having really hard conversations, most of us, learned how to do that in our childhood. So some families, arguments would get out of control and things would get broken and horrible things would be said. So we grow up thinking we have to avoid conflict at all costs. Or we might have grown up in a home where nobody would ever address anything, but you could just feel the tension and resentment of unresolved differences in the household. Well, there is a way to have those hard conversations, and love is having those hard conversations. So let's just talk about 10 different principles that I believe will really help in addressing those difficult things. Number one is we should always strive for a win-win situation. Whenever we go for the win-lose situation, it always ends up being lose-lose. Secondly, we need to agree on a time that is okay to have a hard conversation. Like, don't pick a time when someone's rushing out the door to go to work. Don't pick a time when you're exhausted or hungry. And especially don't pick a time when one of you or both of you have been drinking. The next thing I would like to address is that we need to come at the disagreement with respect. So no name calling, no yelling, no shaming. I think it's really important to think of a conflict as being out here. Anytime we just resort to name calling or shaming, we're totally off the topic. So think of the topic as being out here. Another principle is don't interrupt. So when someone's trying to bring a complaint to you, try to lean in and listen and understand what they're trying to say. Don't take that time to start making your own case in your own head about what your rebuttal is going to be. Another principle is don't throw in the kitchen sink. Now, by that I mean, if someone brings a complaint to you, don't use that as your chance to throw all your complaints back at them. That usually just confounds the whole issue. So let's just work with, one complaint at a time. Another principle is don't hesitate to take a break if things get too heated. That doesn't mean that we're going to just ignore it like it never happened or sweep it under the rug. It means we're just going to go take a break, calm down, collect our thoughts, and be able to come back and have that conversation. Another important principle is really avoid using the words never and always, because rarely is that true. And as soon as you throw those words out, the person you're trying to resolve something with is going to think of all the exceptions of the time that wasn't true. So avoid those words never and always. And remember, those things that we say, they can never be taken back. So be very mindful of the words that you speak. And the last principle that's so important is remember that most of the people that we're trying to resolve things with, remember that we love those people. So this is a little intense, but let's talk about if you're trying to resolve something with your partner. I really suggest that you sit close, you look each other in the eye, and you hold hands while you're having that difficult conversation. In that way, you can have a lot of grace and compassion for each other while you're going through this together. It's really beautiful when you can truly find peace with resolving difficult situations. Disagreements conducted with love and respect can truly strengthen our relationships and our connections, which is so critical for our well-being and health. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, make a comment, like below. And until the next time, my friends, be well. Bye.